Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Small Business Chat with KJS. And I'm so excited for my next guest because I met her during a pandemic on Instagram, and she is very talented. Her name is Candice Mack, and her company is Nan's Touch. Now, Candice, she make a lot of natural body products and she uses herbs from her own gardens. So some of the things she make is body butters, soaps, and etc. So I'm so eager to hear more about her and to get her on in this interview. So without further delay, there you go. Hi, Candice. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So awesome. Now you're recording. So
Okay.
wait a minute, did I lose her? In my intro, I just told briefly a little bit about what you do. So I want to hear from you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
Okay. So I started the business out of a need.
Mhm.
My mom was going through dialysis. And when she was going through dialysis, she would, her skin was so dry that in the middle of the night, she would scratch herself till she bled. And she didn't know.
No. Mhm.
It was crazy because we were looking, we're like, oh my goodness, is it bed bugs? Because we're freaking out, because she was in a place. And so at the time I was going through my natural hair journey, and I had butters and oils and everything up the gazoo, because you're trying to figure out what works in your hair. So I said, there has to be something that I can do for her skin. And so I, did some research on what was best, made her this really crude butter, and she loved it. And so she started telling her friends at dialysis. And so then they asked for it, and I gave it to them. And she's like, you need to sell it. And I was like, I'm just making it for y'all. It's fine, But then when she passed, I was like, I really should do this. I really should, make the butter. And I did. And that's how it all started. I started making body butter, all natural body butter. And then I moved on to soap and many other items. And then I moved on to growing my own stuff to make it, because I was thoroughly enjoying creating my own thing, because I knew what was in my soap.
Nice.
What was in there. I didn't have chemicals and this and that. I knew what I put in this soap, to know that I could put it on that label and offer it to everybody else. And so that's how it really kind of grew and got started.
Oh, that's awesome. Now I'm about to ask a question, and it might makes me sound like, duh, Francis, that's what it means, but I never heard of it. Now, what do you mean by crude soap?
So, soap was just like I meant crude butter. It was just crude. It wasn't like, I didn't really care about the result. I just cared about what was in it, to put it on her skin.
Mm-hmm.
But now, with the process, I knew I wanted to make a butter, because usually when you make butter like that with butter, it goes back to being hard because it's butter, or if you leave it out, it'll melt like butter, So I was trying to come up with I came up with a recipe that was mousse-like. I wanted something moussey, light, but powerful enough to moisturize. And so during the process, and it was a lot of process, it was a lot. It wasn't wasted. It wasn't wasted because I still use it on my skin, but I got to the point where I could make it so that it's mousse-like, and I'm trying to, let me see. It's mousse-like, but it won't go back to that hard,
Oh, yes.
So even when you touch it, you can hear, the air that's in there.
Oh,
so,
nice.
That's what I meant by crude, like a crude butter was just.
Got you. Okay, I thought it was like a butter or a soap or a technical term.
No.
Okay, so I know the name of your business is Nan's Touch, but I heard you earlier. You mentioned, what was the name of it before? Did you say something to Eve? Oh, okay, sorry.
That was it. It was Nan's Touch, and Nan was my mother. Everybody called her Nan.
Oh, okay.
And anybody that knew her, she was either Nan or Mommy Bruce.
Okay.
That was just her personality. She was very gregarious, very loving to everyone, and everybody just loved her. So I was like, okay, and it was so funny because a good friend of mine, Juwan, I was like, I don't know what to call the business, when we were starting. And I was like, I know I wanted to say Nan, but I wanted to say how she interacts with people, but there's not that many, and I don't want a whole lot of words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep.
And so one day she was driving. She said, I'm driving. I got it. And I'm like, what? She's like, Nan's Touch. And I'm like, I love it, you know.
Yes, I love it too. Awesome. Because you want something that will hopefully be a household name, right? Yeah. And usually if it's a household name, it got to be something that's like really small and really easy to say, catchy.
Exactly. Catchy. Yes.
I like that. So, Candice, this whole time I thought Nan's Touch was like, because I call you, and I might be pronouncing your name wrong. I call you Candice. So I thought Nan came from can. So I don't know. I just like made this all up in my mind. Like, this is like, so glad you told me this. I'm glad I asked.
Oh, that is okay. It is okay.
Okay. So I know you touched a little bit on the butters and how you got started and anything. So is there any like one natural product that you specialize in, or is it the butter?
The butter was my baby. The butter was my baby, but I slowly started getting into doing natural soaps.
Okay.
And at first I was doing, so there's, and not that it's not natural, but making the soap my own. So I started with Melt and Pour. And Melt and Pour is a soap that's already made. You just melt it, put in the color, and you can only put in a little bit of anything else without messing with the formation of the soap or messing with the context of the soap. So I wanted to be able, like I said, do it myself. I wanted to be able to put what I want in there for things. And with Melt and Pour, it was limited. So then I moved on to making it myself, getting the lye, getting the distilled water, getting the ingredients, the butters, the oils, learning how to mix those together to make a good, soap, or to make a soap specific to help with something, you know what I mean? I mean, you really can't say, oh, this soap does this. Really, all you can say is that the soap cleans. But if you put ingredients in there that will help with things, like I have a eczema bar. And does it cure eczema? I can't say that. Does it help with it? Yes, it helps with all the symptoms of eczema. I have different items in there that help with the painful itch. I have different things in there that help with the inflammation. I have different ingredients in there, that help moisturize. So putting those all together can help. Can't cure, but it can definitely help. You know?
Okay.
So
that's good to know. And now earlier today we was talking and you said you use some herbs from different gardens. That's exciting to know that you're growing it right out in yourself.
Oh my goodness, yes. I love it. I have grown to love gardening, period. I mean, it has helped me to expand more in my garden. It's not just the typical tomatoes, cucumbers, pepper, that type of thing. So now I've looked for different herbs to grow. So right now I'm on this peppermint thing, this mint thing. So I have a lemon mint, I have a pineapple mint, I have a ginger mint, I have an orange mint, a chocolate mint. There's one that's called a black mint. That's a real oh my gosh, smells so great.
Oh my goodness.
So excited to try and get the scent from those, herbs. But I have basil and sage and cinnamon basil, different types of sages, so.
You know what? Just recently, I went to a market up here in Buffalo, Niagara Produce Market, with a good friend of mine, and we seen that they had. I never heard of them flavored mints that you just meant, or the flavored basils. And now, first time I heard about it was a week ago, I think it was, and now I'm hearing about it again. That's amazing. I never heard of that. Yeah. So once you turn that black mint into something, let me know, Candice, because I will buy it. I just need to smell that. Or just ship me some black mint so I can smell it.
I know. I'm so excited about it. It smells so good. And they all really smell awesome. Like the Thai mint. I'm like, how can mint smell like Thai? Because my niece bought it for me. And I'm like, Thai mint, really? She was like, Auntie, you have to smell it. And when you smell it, it smells like Thai mint. Like,
oh, wow.
It smells like Thai seasoning and mint. You know what I mean?
I gotta smell it now.
I know.
Like I wish Zoom had like a smell-o-vision. Like we could just smell it.
Me too.
Okay, so Candice, I know that you showed us a little bit of your whipped butter. Do you have anything else that we can look at or take a peek at?
Sure. Body scrub. I make a soap scrub, and then I make just a regular scrub that you can use after washing. This one is my sugar peach scrub. And you know how when you see scrubs, they usually have that oil that sits right up here at the top. And to me, I hated that because it felt like I was just digging up a bunch of oil and putting it on my skin, you know, or I would get in the tub and it would be slippery, you know, when I put it on my feet or something. Yeah. So with our scrub, it does not do that.
Oh, wow.
So the scrub and the moisture stays in the product, and we designed the recipe as such so that when you put this on your skin, it almost acts like a lotion. When you put it on your skin and you're putting on there, most of my clients who use the scrub say, I don't need lotion afterwards. She said, I don't use your butter afterwards. She said, because the scrub is already moisturized. It's already moisturized. Wow. So, and then in the scrub, because you normally with scrubs, you have it by water. This does have a little bit of and I can't think of the word. What am I thinking of? To keep it from getting mold or anything in it. That. Okay. So it does have a little bit of that in it, but that's not predominantly in, you know, the product. Gotcha. I need to use it in this because people will have that in their shower, and I don't want them to reach in there and there be mold. So
got you. That makes sense. Now, I'm not saying this is me, Candice, but I'm just asking for other people out there who got crusty toes and want to have summer feet. Can I use that product? Could they use that product on their feet?
Perfect.
Have their feet summer. Okay.
Now I do also have a foot scrub. And it's for usually like for nursing or people that are on their feet a lot. It has different types of salts in there that help with the feet and help. You actually can feel the tingling sensation when you have that scrub, you know, use that scrub. So it's specific for feet, but you can use this on your feet as well. A lot of people use it on their feet to help with that, as you know, to help with the dead skin and all the rest of that too. Yes.
Oh, awesome. So, you know, you might get an anonymous order from somebody wanting to get some sandal feet, you know.
I understand.
Get ready for the summer.
I also make natural soap for pets. Awesome. So this is my dog soap. I hope it's the right way up.
Yes, I see like the paws
okay.
Up. Yep.
Yes. So with animals, though, you have to be careful of the essential oils that you use because their skin is more sensitive than ours. And some oils can burn their skin. You know, some essential oils can burn their skin, which is what you don't want to do. And so this one is lemon ylang. I hate pronouncing that one. But it's very good. Only thing that's in here is natural products, olive oil, coconut palm, castor oil. In this particular one, there is sea mud.
Oh,
sea mud is awesome for our skin. So for their skin, it's very good as well. And then the essential oils that I mentioned, the lemon and the ylang ylang are in there, and distilled water and lye, and that's it.
Awesome.
And so some people get nervous about lye. You know, they're like, "Oh my gosh, lye is going to burn me." When the lye water and the oils hit together, they make soap. So it's no longer lye anymore. So you know, you don't have to worry about it. The only time, you know, like you have to be careful of who you buy your products from to make sure they know what they're doing. And with Nan's Touch, we always test it with a tester to make sure that it's between the right numbers so that it doesn't, you know, affect your skin or have any tingling sensation or anything like that. So,
well, I have a little puppy. So how would I use that? Would I just like you rub it in my hands and then rub it in his fur, or do I put it right on him? How would I use that?
Normally, and I apologize, I don't have it. Normally, whenever I sell a soap, I put it in a soap bag. And the soap bag is good because natural soap melts faster than commercial soap. Because commercial soap has all that stuff in there to make it last longer, be a harder bar, all that regular stuff. So when you put it in that soap bag, it dries faster so that it also lathers good, but it dries faster so that it lasts longer.
Okay, awesome.
But if you set natural soap like in water or whatever, it will like disappear. It'll melt.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if whenever you buy one, I always send that soap bag with you so that you can put it in and save it yourself. Awesome. So let me show you a few of my garden ones. So this one is lemongrass tea. It smells so good.
You said lemongrass who?
Lemongrass tea.
Okay. Ooh.
That smells so good. This one is bergamot and blood orange. Also, it smells really good. These bars are smaller. So they cost a little bit less than the normal bars that I have, but this one is garden sage. It's a stronger scent, then but you can smell the sage, and it has a little bit of rosemary and so forth in that. This is sea moss fresh. This is a bar that is very good for your skin. Sea moss, when you take it internally, when you take it by mouth gel, it has 92 of the 102 minerals that we need in our body each day.
Awesome.
But for your skin, it's really good for your skin. It's like a powerhouse. It does a lot of things. It helps you to create sebum when you need it. It helps to balance your skin. If you have oily skin, it'll help with that. Sea moss is just great for your skin as well. So this is my sea moss bar. And then I also have, this bar was really popular for COVID season because all of us were wearing masks. And all of us are guilty. All of us did not wash those masks every day like we were supposed to.
Yeah, sure.
Right. So we would get that mask knee right here on your face. These bars were selling like crazy. It's very good for masks or for acne, period, or problem skin. And what's in it is black charcoal and turmeric.
Wow.
The black charcoal works to pull out any impurities that are in the skin that, cause breakouts. And the turmeric was good for helping with any scarring that would happen, due to the breakouts. Yes. You could also use this on eczema as well. And so both of those ingredients are very drying ingredients. So in order to add a little bit of moisture in there, I also would add milk in this.
Okay.
So powdered milk would be, and it's not just, it would be powdered buttermilk, powdered goat milk. It would be a mixture of a few milks that I put in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
Good one. This was a good bar. And then I also mentioned that I had eczema, an eczema bar. And then I also have eczema butter as well. Has the same ingredients that are in the soap or in that butter as well. And that a lot of people like that better because it kind of works faster because you're applying right to it. But it really helps with, the breakouts and so forth. So those are a few of my items. I have a lot of other items on there. Like I mentioned, I had scrubs. I also have natural soap for men as well.
Ooh, yes. Yeah. Because sometimes we forget about the men and the beauty, right? We just want to just go ahead and use any bar soap from the dollar store, but men care about their skin too.
Right. Yes. And how I started with men was because the sister said to me, she said, could you please give him his own bar soap? Because he's using mine.
So that's funny. So there you go. You branched out in your business.
I did.
Yes.
So there are other natural bars that are on there that you can check on my website at nanstouch.com. And you can look at all the natural products I have. I have lip products that are natural as well. So lip balm, lip scrubs, different things like that are out there. And I also have different scents. So you can check out the different scents that I have.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. And you know what's funny? You just answered my last question. I was going to ask you, where can we find you if you want to buy some of that awesome soap just to smell it? I was going to ask you, where can we find you? But you said nanstouch.com.
Yes.
So I would definitely, So I would definitely put that in the comments on, where am I putting this at? On YouTube. I would definitely put that down in it's not called the comments in YouTube. What is it called? Description. I got to learn. Yes, down in the description in YouTube. And then what's also amazing about Candice, not only does she have this natural business, but she also loves to promote other small businesses. So on Instagram, what is it? Every Monday, you guys do lives with small businesses. So that's awesome support. Like we can do this together. We can support each other. There's enough business to go around, right?
Exactly. Yes. And that's what we were talking about. One of the topics that we had was called co-opetition. Instead of doing competition, cooperation with each other. So what we do is we get together with different businesses and we try and promote and do whatever we need to do. And then we encourage other businesses to do that. Even if you sell the same product, come together.
Yeah.
Your people, your viewers, and you may offer something that I don't offer.
Yes.
So
even if you do the same thing, you're unique. You're gonna have your own spin on it. You're gonna have your own take. Yeah.
Instead of competition, co-opetition.
I know you need to email. You need to text me that spelling so I can spell that out, and I'm gonna put that in the description of this video. I love that. Co-opetition.
Co-opetition. Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
So again, your Instagram name, just in case any other small business owner watches this video and they want to do live on Instagram, then they can reach out to you.
Yes, definitely. And I'd like to have you back on our live so that we could get you back on and let everyone know that you're also doing something, something similar to promoting small businesses on YouTube, which would be great. Yes. Sometimes people ask me after the interview, hey, do you know anybody else that's doing something like this? And so I can do the same. So that's part of co-opetition.
There you go. That co-opetition. Yeah. I know a lot of friends who don't like, a lot of friends like, you have a business? Because I primarily promote on social media. And when we out in service or alcohol, we don't talk about business. So of course they won't know. So I like to do YouTube too. So the friends that don't have social media most likely watch YouTube so that they can check the video. Yeah. So that's why I do these.
Great way to do that. Yes. I think that's awesome. I think what you're doing is amazing.
Thank you, Candice.
Other young or small businesses and people to get them out there, people to see them, to know, and then to know, okay, if I'm looking for X, Y, and Z, this brother and sister does it. Yeah. And we can give them, some business.
Yeah.
Great. Yes.
Yes. So I want to thank you so much, Candice, for being my second guest. Yay.
Oh, yay.
And then again, guys, if you could, like and subscribe to this channel, get the word out to support small business, and make sure you go follow Candice on Instagram and check out her website if you want to get some natural soaps. So thank you for tuning in. Everybody have a good day. Bye.
Bye.